Hello, this is Lisa in Imagination Sisterhood Studio, and I thought I would take a few minutes here to show you how I pack crafts for travel so that I have a wide variety of materials and supplies that stay organized. This is one of my favorite uh, things. This is a makeup bag, and it has all these nice zipper pockets, and so I can keep this has my razor cutters and my bone folder in there. This has got a paper towel in there, but then it's also got these elastic strips that you can stick stuff in. So my scissors go in there, and then you've got this nice deep squared off pocket, and it also has the elastic, so it holds all my glues and extra scissors and stuff in place. I knew I was going to do Happy Mail, so I packed in here also. They've got about 10 4x4 pieces of watercolor paper, and I've got my ink pads can also fit in here. So this is a nice store all, but it also keeps it organized so that once I'm wherever I'm going to be, it stays organized while I'm there. The next thing I absolutely highly recommend is a Trapper Keeper notebook, and the reason I like this, again, I got both of these at the thrift store, so they didn't cost anything. This has, on this side, it has this divider thing, and I tend to put in here, I keep it usually stocked with like tea-dyed papers, lined papers, that kind of thing that I'm going to make my art journals with. Inside, on this pocket, I have my travel little cutter, so that's a short cutter. I also have this magnetic cutting board, and I love this. You can even use this. I use this in the car, so I put that on top. It's magnetic. It holds my paper in place, and I can cut. I can do all kinds of things and keep my things together while I'm traveling in the car. Of course, I always have my very sharp metal ruler that goes in there. So that's those pockets. On this side, these came from the dollar store. They are pencil pencil packet things that you put in notebooks, but these, each one carries separate things, and you can put as many of these in here as you want. This one has a lot of ephemera kind of stuff in here, but I also collect business cards from local boutiques and stuff like that I like, because they tend to have really cool graphics that I can use. So that's that one. This one is mostly braid kind of stuff. This one is lace. This one has odds and ends of like rickrack and stuff. This one, I've got words in it, and these stay packed like this all the time. Like I don't ever empty them out. I also have these paper divider sheets, and in them I keep generic kind of filler fiddle paper, and they tend to be full sheets. These have been cut because I've had these in here a while, but they're all pretty beige neutrals. I have these, a couple of these that are more accented, they're darker sheets. I always have a couple of sheets with words on them so that I have plenty of those. This is some odds and ends of stuff that I've cut out while I was traveling. And then in the back of this one is tissue paper. And as you can see, this one came from a restaurant when we were traveling, and this is from toilet paper when we were traveling. But these are great tissue papers to add to your junk journal projects. And in the back of my Trapper Keeper, I usually pack, I don't keep this in here all the time, but I'll pack a couple of stencils and maybe a couple of stamps as well. So that's my Trapper Keeper. And again, that stays right here. So it's all organized. It's easy for me to find stuff. It's right on my tabletop. The next thing, as we're going around my table, is my OttLite. This one is not quite as small as some of the travel ones. They make ones that fold completely flat, which I would like. But I always bring my travel light because the light is never good enough when I travel. And I bring an extension cord because it's never near where I need it to be. So I just keep that all in my travel bag. And then finally, I have this. Again, I got this at the secondhand store, but it's by Sterilite. And it has all these nice containers. And so I can choose one or two punches. This I tend to change out based on the projects that I'm going to be working on a particular trip. But some of this stuff will stay in here. So I've got a couple of punches that I know I'm going to need. I've got some inkers in here with a couple of extra heads. I have needles and several different embroidery flosses. I always keep this, which has usually 2 paper clips, 2 bulb pins, those kind of things in there. Some washi tape and my blenders and some extra binding thread. So that's all. And as you can see, that can stay on the table. Like, I don't have to put any of that away. It's all easy to get to. The last thing I do is it all packs in this really yummy, very thick zip-up travel bag that's rolling with a handle. And it has 2 nice big pockets in the front, and that I put some material scraps in usually. Inside, that's my watercolor pencils. But in here, I tend to have the, this is a book because I'm learning how to do a new binding, but this will be my projects that I wanted, ideas that I need, and usually this side's going to be the covers. And then in here, I've got all the paper things that I need to make this, all of my projects. So these are a couple of rolls of Amazon paper. This is my big cutter. I have several envelopes that are down there. And then on this side, this is my big cutting mat. And on this side, I will always have extra cardboard so that I can do covers when I travel and I don't have to, you know, look around for it. And then before I leave, I will decide what projects I want to work on, and I will add a couple of sheets of cardstock in here that will help make the covers, or add cardstock to whatever I need. I've got some book pages that stay kind of standard in here. So a lot of the stuff that stays with me stays in my travel bags, and then I just decide what projects I want to do and add those specific pieces as I get ready to pack. The last thing that I have, which is really handy, is this is a plastic container that goes in a cooler that we take when we travel, but it turns into my trash can for my crafting. So I hope that helps you figure out how to, I forgot my papers. I love traveling with a couple of magazines, specific ones. This is Daphne's Diary, which I love, Somerset Studios, and this was a Daphne's paper book, and this will have all of the bits that I need to ephemera, to create ephemera and add to basic themes of the projects that I'm doing. So I can do endless projects just with these 3 magazines with me. I hope that helps you pack for your next trip. Let me know what equipment you like when you travel.